Okay, so what was I saying? There's so much we talk about. We always talk about so much. It's so much fun having our conversation. So I'm thinking Chronicles of Alicha Balaam and Dorothy Lavalle. The Adventures of Dorothy and the Adventures of Dorothy. We'll just call it The Adventures of Dorothy. It's sort of like Alice in Wonderland, but ramped up a bit. Ramped up a bit. Here, wait a minute. So, anyways, there we are. So, what do you think? A podcast, you and me.
What do I think about what?
The Chronicles of Alicha Balaam and Dorothy, and the Adventures of Dorothy. You know, in the land of wonder. See, the adventures haven't stopped. Right? You get money, they pay you money and they support you, which is nice. Anyways, we'll talk about current events, what's going on, you know, whatever, history, current affairs. Okay, I was going to read our, you know how I love to read the astrology, Mom? What's going on? Astrology? You know, colliding things. Okay, so they don't have that lady that I used to love years ago. She did the cosmic calendar. I loved her. What was her name? I can't remember right now. It'll come to me. But I love that girl. But we have now, let me put Free Will Astrology by Rob Bisney. Week of January 5th. Oh, good. It's the day of the King of the King. I mean, you know, the day of the Kings. Whatever. So we're going to read what it says for January 5th, 2023. Okay, so we're just going to do ours because we don't want to do everyone's, do we? Should we? Maybe we should do everyone's. We don't have time for that. Jeez. We're just going to do ours. My mom's a Pisces. My daughter is a Pisces. Where's the Piscean people? Oh, here they are down here at the bottom. Jesus, you guys are like, oh, because you're so smart. You know, both you and Mariana were born the year of the dragon. You're both Pisces dragons.
Really?
Yes, very intelligent people. Deep thinkers. Lincoln said, your daughter she's not very communicative. And I said, yeah, well, there's a lot in that brain, let me tell you. I didn't marry Curtis for nothing. Okay, so Lincoln doesn't know, my kid doesn't know the potential of that child. One time some teacher said, your daughter, she needs extra classes, tutoring in math and English. You know, she doesn't, speak. She doesn't, very much. So we think there's a problem. And I said, okay, knowing that, the brain that I married, and then my brain. So anyways, they did some tests on Mariana. And of course, Frank and I did tests on her too, because I said to myself, well, wait a minute. When we were tabling one time, and it was before I got together with Frank, actually, it was like 2006. Mariana was 6. The Unitarians were set up next to us, and I had to go to the bathroom. So I said, will you watch her? I was next to the Unitarian group, so I thought, we're cool. I'm with the Vancouver Unitarians. I'm covered. So they said, yeah, just go to the bathroom and we'll watch your child. And, when I got back, she'd made like $200, my kid, off the peace buttons and bumper stickers. And the ladies next to me, there were elder ladies, they came over and they said, your kid, she's so smart. She was making change and everything. And I said, oh. Yeah, I married that man for his brain. Her daddy, the German mind, that big forehead had to have something in, he was good at math. Better than me. I was not so good. Anyways, kids, we're going to read Pisces for the week of January 5th, 2023, okay? And Pisces is the 12th sign in the zodiac, so, they're advanced minds, advanced brains. We're going to say, okay, so Pisces, what does it say? Here we go, Mom. Let's see what they say. A Chinese proverb tells us, great souls have wills. They do? Okay. Just kidding. Feeble souls have wishes. Oh, darn it. I hope that's not me. Okay. I'm not a feeble soul. I'm a strong soul, right? Am I strong, Mom? She's like, questionable. Mom's like, it's questionable. I guess that's true in an abstract way. Oh, Lord. But this is about you, so I'm not going to get too concerned about this. But Mariana, if you're watching this, be concerned. I guess that's true in an abstract way, but in practical terms, most of us are a mix of great and feeble. Well, that's the truth. We have a modicum of willpower and a bundle of wishes. In 2023, though, you Pisceans could make dramatic moves to strengthen your willpower. Yes, Mom. I'm going to be her physical coach to walk again. My mom was a beautiful dancer and swimmer, so we're going to do water therapy and everything. In 2023, though, you Pisceans could make dramatic moves to strengthen your willpower as you shed wimpy wishes. No more wimpy wishes, Mom. Big ones. Big wishes, Mom. In my psychic vision of your destiny, dear Pisceans, I see you feeding metaphorical iron supplements to your resolve and determination. I like it. That's good. Okay, let's go to Scorpio. Let's get down to the dog eyes view of the world. The Scorpio looks at it not so much abstractly in the celestial, galactic way that the Piscean does, especially if he's a dragon Piscean or she. But let's look at the Scorpio. It's the, what do they call the dog eye view of the world? They what do they call that in the Greek terms?
No, whatever.
Scorpio. Here we go, Scorps. Listen up. How might you transform the effects of the limitations you've been dealing with? Yeah, we want to know. What could you do to make it work in your favor as 2023 unfolds? Yeah, I'd like to know. Come on, Rob, give us the answer here. I encourage you to think about these questions with daring and audacity. Well, I have plenty of that. Not daring and audacity. That's my middle and second middle name. Alicha Balaam. Daring and dashing. Dashing? Audacity. Audacity. We have too much audacity. Daring and audacity. I encourage you to think about these questions with daring and audacity. The more moxie you can summon, the greater your luck. Well, right on. Will be in making the magic happen. Here's another riddle to wrestle with. What surrender or sacrifice could you initiate that might lead to unforeseen ways to a plucky breakthrough? Mom, if there's anyone that can have a plucky breakthrough, it's me and you together. Okay. Plucky breakthrough. I have a sense that's what will transpire as you weave your way through the coming months in a quest of surprising opportunities. Thank you. The answer. Thanks to Rob. Thank you, Free Will Astrology. We got this by the horns, or as they say, Illuminati, don't take it personal. Your great owl that you pray to. The owl god that my mother didn't tell me about as we were passing through Sonoma County. Did you tell me that when we went through the Bohemian Grove that that's where all presidents were made? Or that they prayed to that huge owl, this thing, creature? No, the bull-horned Baal guy that I'm related to somehow through the Baal guys. Baal. Do you think maybe I'm related to them? Don't think those things.
Don't even think it.
We won't go there. Okay, cows are sacred. It's true. And I love cows. Guess what they put in our backyard? In the pasture behind us? A beautiful cow. And there is my Pyrenees shepherd, made to guard these types of creatures. So the first thing she does is go to the fence and bark at the cow. I'm thinking to myself, oh no, the farmer behind in the back is going to shoot my dog. Just watch, right? Because she's going to go to see the cow. So I said to her, don't you dare. You don't want to end up like your brother. She has a brother that was named Stevie Wonder, and he died one winter because the owners of the property she was guarding on this cannabis farm, all of her family were there. Her father, Pyrenees father, her mother, the German Shepherd, her two brothers, Harvest and you know, I forget her other brother's name. Anyways, they were all there. And the man who was supposed to feed them didn't come back, and it snowed. And those dogs had to suffer. And one of them died, Stevie Wonder. So I reminded my dog of this. I said, you don't want to end up like Stevie Wonder, but worse, shot.
Yeah.
Did
What did she say?
She went and hid under her blanket.